Good morning, happy Saturday to everyone. Welcome to JCCR Racing, where we're taking on the best racetracks, some of the most extreme racetracks with some of the finest legends out there. So we've got the YouTubers versus the subscribers, because we're all here to learn and grow together. That's what JCCR Racing is all about. We've got a fine racing team. We've got an incredible pit crew, and being part of a community like that sounds good, where we don't attack each other. Instead, we attack the track, we car talk, we race track talk, we find ways to get stronger, better, smarter, faster. Well, if that sounds good to you, folks, just join the community, subscribe, hit that like button, and you can even be part of the JCCR Racing team by downloading one of the liveries. They're all under JCCR OP. You can see all our liveries. Pick one for your car, join the team, but please block out YouTuber on the back bumpers of the liveries and put your name down on the car so people know it's you. Philness! What is up, Philness GT? Folks, don't forget to subscribe and check out the Philness GT's channel, as well as Super Doofus. And after, when I close up this lobby, Philness GT is going to be taking over for me. So like an old-time radio show, I guess some people still listen to the radio. After my radio show, you could Philness is going to take over the lobby, and you'll be racing with him, because while I don't have a full day, I've got a partial day because I've got the family, I've got the young baby here, and I'm just going to look down on my phone here so I can open up and catch the live with you all. Here we go. This way I don't miss anything. So howdy, folks. So glad to be racing with you on this fine Saturday morning, and I do truly look forward to these races. These are my favorite races of the entire week because they are the cleanest races. They simulate actual racing because, well, we practice the craft here at JCCR Racing. We practice the craft as kind of, simulate being a race car driver. The goal is to learn how to drive better, not to play it out arcade style and do absolutely everything and anything for a win. Now, to help people out here, if you're in the race, don't forget, throw on your racing soft tires because there's no tire wear, so you're going to be safe on those softs. And let's try to get some of the slower drivers, the two ones at the bottom, let's put them at the top. And Philness, A-class Philness, great job, Philness, very, very impressive. And I guess we're going to be qualifying on this track. Well, I'm going to switch that up here. We won't do a qualify because, well, they take time. We'll go slowest first. We'll do a grid start with false check. And let's just try to get it down here. Qualifier settings, we can already see that was way off. Okay, so we've got practice qualifier here. We need practice and then race. So that way, and BOP needs to be on, so people's cars. Great job, Monty Swingwell, catching that. Slipstream, we need it real for this. Mechanical damage will go to light. Visible damage on. Now, sometimes I like to play these lives as extreme as possible and put mechanical damage on extreme. Absolutely. Great call, Philness. We're going to be doing that here, and we just got to we'll start it off here. Slowest first.
Morning, friends.
Hey, good morning, sir. Hey, Sup Racer.
https://youtube.com/@superdifusing. C=ReV_Key74DQPN.
Well, with a grid start, we're going to actually be fine without me setting up everybody in, the slowest at first, because at the end of the day, it's a grid start. A lot can happen in turn one. Anyways, we're all going to be getting down there at almost the same speed and time. So the big one's going to be pick on a car you're most consistent with, and for me it is not the Ferrari. We saw that in last night's episode. So last night's live, I got second place with the Porsche 911. I was talking all about your best car. The best car for a track is the car you're the most consistent with. Yes, I can be consistent with the Nissan GTR. but I really know more about the 911 and how to push the Porsche 911. So when I took the Ferrari, lap 1, I had almost the same time as my fastest 911 time on the track. So I figured, wow, with a couple laps practice, I'll be smashing through my best lap time. But no, because I'm not consistent with the Ferrari. I haven't driven it enough. So here we go, changing the car. BOP settings hopefully are now in effect. We'll grab the 911 here with the livery. Got the Lamborghini here for the team. But where is our fine 911? Well, maybe I will. If I can't find it, I will be driving 911. Here we go with the team livery. Soft tires applied. Let's get this race started. There we go. So we are a full house. Oh, we'll let PHG. -5 Super Doofus. Wow, I did -2 in the Ferrari and liked it quite a bit. Now, BOP should be applied now. I'm certainly hoping BOP is applied because, well, I selected it. You can always go back here and double check. Oh, fair. Yes, I'll need to. The BOP. Okay, so BOP, I guess, did not apply. Let's take care of that. Thank you very much, guys. Gotta get that bop on. Bop on. Let's see if it sticks this time. Let's see if it sticks. Fingers crossed.
I was just about to pull out the tomahawk.
There you go, Mr. Knight Rider Jim. Yeah, we can't have someone in this car right here. That does not work. Woo! PHG Plankton, A+. That is extremely rare. Very few people in the world are A+. That is extremely impressive to see. But so is A. A is incredibly hard to get to be that fast. So, Philness, Thor, wow. So, not sure why the BOP setting isn't applying. Maybe it's just going to show their cars, but not actually let them race their cars. Still just waiting for... Oh, here we go. Philness is left to join. But the 911, BOP, what is going on with my server here? I'll just change race if anything. BOP, it's on. There we go. So they should just naturally get kicked. But they've logged in. That is so weird. So we'll just kick them. Here we go. We'll kick anyone who doesn't have the appropriate car. Here we go. Not sure, can't say why. We've got this very odd situation where the BOP is on and it's just not applying. But we've kicked everyone who isn't supposed to be here because well, they really do not have the appropriate set car. There we go. Thank you, Super Doofus, for making it in. So here we go. I'll hit the check mark. Philness saying, no need, Philness, to make a new lobby. We've just kicked everyone who didn't have an appropriate car. So I'd say make it back in, buddy. And after this race anyways, we'll switch it up and we'll go to one of the saved settings that we know is going to be good. So we'll probably hit up the Death Chicane or one of the other races, maybe Daytona. We'll check it out. We'll vote on it during this race. But if you make it back, we're ready to go, man. Plankton still has the wrong car. Oh, thank you very much. There we go. So now we're 10. We all have the correct car here. So we should be good to go. Just gonna wait, Philness, try to make it back. Gonna give you a moment here. Hopefully you make it back in, buddy. Well, I'm going to start up the race, Philness. Catch us on the next race. There we go. Let's get started. Not quite as many racers once we kicked out whatever weird error was going down with Gran Turismo 7. A little slow on the takeoff. Can shave half a second there. Super Doofus looking solid in his Ferrari. And I've got no resistance off the steering wheel. That is unique. It's a very different feeling driving the sim racer with no weight to the steering wheel. Oof. Yeah, very different with no weight. Oh, great job, Super Doofus, getting back under control. I was full on locked in. I locked in my brakes, but I might have had a slight contact with you, but you handled it extremely well. I think there was a slight contact. Sorry about that, friend. Great driving on Super Doofus' end. Don't forget, folks, always major assistance driving with that radar on. Rough going on the outside. I love these YouTuber versus subscriber races because they are relatively, well, they're the cleanest races that we generally get into all week. Here from the outside. Ooh, missed the apex, so couldn't have it fully throttled in, pedal to the metal. Oh, and an overspin here. Gonna try to there we go. Sometimes if you have issues with your steering wheel and there's no resistance, major change, very difficult to drive. Just reset the steering wheel. So we disappeared there for a moment. Let the computer take over the driving for just a brief moment. All we have to do is click on the switch on the steering wheel, start button on off, and here we go. Back under control. And Super Doofus is flying. He's gotten so fast lately. Really impressed by Super Doofus. Check out his channel. Yeah, Sup Racer, thank you for confirming I'm not the only one. I was wondering, is this a Thrustmaster thing? Is it just my, my power bar? What's going on? And yeah, light as a feather. But thankfully, nice, easy fix of just having to hit that start button, or you know, if you're on a controller, it's the equivalent of the, you know, the PS logo button. Get to the apex and start accelerating. Since we were off the accelerator, since we were off the apex, we had to hit the accelerator a little later than we'd like. And Sup Racer, I am going to catch that comment of yours, because it looks like it's very important technical information that's going to help us out here. I'll have to catch it on the next big straightaway. So Sup Racer saying we'll have to catch it on the straightaway, a longer straightaway than this one. Don't want to miss the break point there and end up in the wall. It looks like I'm stuck about 3.3 seconds behind Gruntle. Oh, thank you, Sup Racer. I will catch it at the end of the race, though. I'll bring down slightly, no, back to the same time behind Gruntle. Let's see if we can nail this just right. Over on the apex here. Follow the tire marks without catching too much of that inside apex, because it can really destabilize a lot of cars, throw up the weight on the outside tires, make the inside tires really light, meaning they grip less, and you end up just sliding across. You end up sliding into Grandma's house. Steering wheel flick back and forth for that section. Go through there quickly enough. Super Doofus up in fourth, really nailing the track this week. Quick little tap of the brakes to get the car back, moving towards the apex. And there we went through slower because we missed the apex. There we go, full throttle when we get the apex for that section. And this is all full throttle from the last turn all the way to the end of the track. Full throttle. Should be in fifth though here, honestly. Oh, starting to get a little caught up here. Brought the time down from 3.3 to 2.8. Great racing. Super Doofus in front of us, just flying. Let me go see here. We'll watch how this worked out. Let me communicate with Phil. All right. So let's exit out for just a moment. I'm gonna go check over to see if... Oh, okay, fair enough. You almost punted Gruntle. That's why I almost punted Super Doofus at the beginning. Okay, good to know. So let's see. Friends rooms here. Alsice, GR... Monty Swingwell say should be GR3. Okay. Join GT7's room. I don't think that's the right one, so All right, Sup Racer was saying sometimes your steering wheel will be light as a feather because it's just waking up. The PS is waking up from sleep mode. Yeah, I use sleep mode a lot. So let's see who's over here. No, this is not our regular racer, so we're gonna exit out here. And we'll just recreate the lobby. So folks, make it over. I can't see Philness GT's lobby when I go show only room with friends. Oh, no Antex here. And Dragon. Okay, let's see. Dragon. It's Rachel's GT Racing lobbies. So no, we'll Philness and Rachel do not sound similar. So we're going to create our own room here. And we'll load settings so we don't have issues again. And let's try out Deep Forest. Get Super Doofus happy here with his, I think, favorite race. And let's just make sure that we've got, okay, practice, then race, auto start is off, Deep Forest, 5 laps. Grid start with false check, slowest first, BOP on. Well, we shouldn't have an issue here. Everything. Oh, yeah, Fuji. Super Doofus, I can't race Fuji. You'll be 10 seconds ahead of me per lap. Super Doofus, if you haven't checked out his channel, he's an absolute beast. He's A speed when it comes. Oh, Mr. Knight Rider Jim, no worry. Okay, well, Mr. Knight Rider Jim, I can't get into Philness's lobby because, as per usual, it just doesn't show up. I click friends only and the lobby doesn't show. But oh, maybe it's full and that's why it doesn't show. Well, we'll be racing right here then for the rest of the team. Maybe Philness, I don't know if he's racing with randoms. Maybe he actually wants to close down his lobby and join this lobby. So we actually have a full lobby, but filled with our regular drivers, our regular YouTubers versus subscribers. Yes, Sosa, I agree completely. Sosa saying, keep it clean, please. Yes, the point of these races is that, you know, they're sometimes the only time in the entire week where we actually get clean races. Oh, neat, Super Doofus. I didn't know. I'll have to check out Rachel, her channel. And we've got, don't forget, folks, check your car tire settings, because there's absolutely no downgrade, no negative side effect for driving on softs. We don't have tire wear on here, so yes, clean driving, folks. Otherwise, there'll be some banning. So let's see here. Just want to drop. Dropping the let's have a clean race. Super Doofus, thank you very much for making it in. Don't forget, check out Super Doofus's channel over on YouTube. Great guy, great channel. And we're going to be mixing it up here between B racers, often A racers as well, especially when Philness makes it in, or Dev. Very, very quick. So 8 racers on a smaller track actually is quite nice. I find 16 racers on laps that are under 2 minutes is a bit much. Even on Spa. Spa's a huge track. Mr. Knight Rider Jim, thank you for making it in, brother. Thank you very, very much. But I can't put you at the back. But you can, if you want at the beginning of the race, just lay off the pedal. So, Monty Swingwell, I love that. May the downforce be with you. Very, very cool. And we've got our fantastic 10 racers is perfect. So thanks for making it in. And Lutz. Okay, we'll be right at 10. This is just perfect. Yeah, folks, drop in your channel link We'll see if Philness makes it in. Maybe he'll continue racing in his lobby since he's full. But we still got room. I think 10's perfect. So as soon as everyone hits that check mark, I'm going to start up the race. Everyone's driving a GR3, so unlike last race where for whatever reason the BOP didn't get applied and you had people with F1 cars that had to kick, because that would have just been a little ridiculous racing against some F1 cars. Even if they are E-rated, it would just destroyed us on the straights. Okay, now we're up to 12. It's getting a little hectic. All right, so I'm going to start up this race. Let that B driver get in. We've got our 10 racers. Can't kick the 11th one. He's a fellow Canadian. Gruntle, thanks for making it in. Sosa, thank you so much also. We got the JCCR racing team here with Ronan as well and Jay Rizio. Thank you very much, folks. Let's get the race started here. Oh, some players are still, I guess I can't start the race. Oh, PD Snow, thank you very much for hitting that like button and subbing. Very much appreciated. That means we're now up to 722 subscribers, on our way to 1,000 subscribers. It's our goal for the end of the summer. Hopefully we can make it before the end of the year, but the goal would be by the end of the summer. We've got all our racers here. Let's get down to business. Put the pedal to the metal. And what is this here? Start race. Some players are still initializing. All right. Oh, there we go. That's the one I didn't see. I'm going to run upstairs for a pit stop. I'll be right back while that person gets in the race. All right, let's get down to business. Tommy's blocking the way there in the middle of the track. That should be entertaining in the practice lap. And he did get punted. And I'm not sure if you saw, but the dogs are with us now. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so someone needs to get kicked here. They've had their time. Sorry, Cotton. Someone still needs to get kicked. Okay, so everyone's in. There we go. And we are off to the races. Cheers, folks. Prost. I got my racing socks on, ready to put the pedal to the metal. Thankfully, these aren't grippy pedals like on my Toyota MR2. I think they cut my feet up. They're so excessively grippy. You can catch those cars over on Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. We lost Super Doofus. Okay, that's odd, because I absolutely did not kick Super Doofus. We'll have to catch him in 5 laps. That's unfortunate, because this is his favorite race. Sorry, Super Doofus, I don't know what happened there. Oh, I definitely did not end the lobby. I don't know what's going on there. That is a very odd issue, but Super Doofus, I will make sure this lobby isn't full. I'll kick an unknown out to get you in at the end of the race. I just don't want to quit the race while everyone's already in it. That would be unfair to the racers already on the track. Probably frustrating for the people that are starting at the top. top of the grid. Might be the only time this week they're at the top of the grid. Gruntle racing away up in 7th. See if we can catch up to him. But Super Doofus, let me know what race you'd like to. Let me make it up to you, Super Doofus. Let me know what race you'd like to race after this, or if you want to race this race again. Let me know what race you get to pick the next one. That's how I'm going to make this up to you. I certainly didn't kick you. You would have seen it happen on the screen. And we weren't full either. It's not as if the game accidentally took on, you know, a 17th racer and then kicked someone who was already on. Okay, Super Doofus, I will do Fuji. Even though I don't want to, I will do Fuji because my word is my word. And I said you could pick. Very smart. Very, very tricky. Oh, I saw from the radar that I could pull off that full maneuver, use up the whole line. Lutz getting a 4-second penalty. So whoever Lutz hit, don't worry, they have been penalized for it. They didn't get walk away scotch-free. Watching Lutz to see how he drives here. Maybe he did an accidental punt. Woo! That is a tough corner to learn right there, because you kind of need to be on the pedal. On the pedal, but not necessarily to the metal the whole way. Superdoofus is back! Yes! He did a thing! He made it back in. Right on, mate. Anyways, these are fast laps. We'll have you right back in the lineup, buddy. Paying off his penalty. I call that the cold shower, a 4-second cold shower. If you haven't already taken on the cold shower, I highly recommend it. I don't have the money to be buying an ice bath, but I can certainly take a cold shower, and it is really good for you. Do it in the morning. It's going to help wake you up. It's going to help your body really wake your body up. Your metabolism is going to be on high, so burning more calories doing nothing after, even if you're doing nothing after your shower. And try avoiding sugar in the morning. No sugar, no bread. That's why I hit up the 6 eggs and 2 slices of bacon. I probably should drop the bacon, telling the wife that we don't eat pork. But bacon, is it? I want to label it something other than pork. Bacon's so good. Let me know what you think about bacon in the comments section. But yeah, I've been eating eggs for breakfast for the last, I don't want to say how many years. It might give away my age. But eggs, perfect food, all the essential minerals. We're doing a thing. We're holding on to 6 with these quality racers here. Caton, or ton of cats. So he weighs 2,200 pounds of cats. He got a lap time of 1.28. These cars weigh about a ton. Random bus transit van or transporter van off to the side, being a nice little distraction. Yeah, sausages are fantastic as well. When you wrap them in bacon, woo-wee. It ain't no hot dog, son. It's a hot sausage. I forgot, I do like Deep Forest. This is nice. Nice relaxing race. Once you've mastered that little section, and then this section here. It doesn't seem technical, but it's actually an extremely technical track. It is an extreme track because you really have to do a good job of trail braking. A great job of getting back on the throttle. Really practices your acceleration off apexes, and the race isn't, you know, it's not like Le Mans where it's mostly just straightaways. Most of your time in the race, a good portion of the time, you're going into turns and coming out of turns. Top the candies. Oh, we got a little boost from behind, so this will send us off track. So Lutz had the 4-second penalty, just gave us a little boost. I think he might be an E driver, and it might actually be all accidental. We'll see. He's a B driver and he's bumping people. Well, then it's probably a little deliberate. Oh, and we brought the time down. Yes. Nothing like that ton of cats. Cat on. At the marker, we start accelerating again. Put faith into the tires. Half on, half off. Again, try to be half on, half on. Quick little break. Very smooth back and forth. Great race for practicing pedal control. Okay, so power band's asking for someone to be kicked, but you need to specify who. Oh, power bands is racing with MGB. Maybe it's the car in front, maybe it's the car behind him. I don't think it's MGB. Gotta let go of the pedal to get more turn in, because we got our brake balance a little high into the negatives. All right, let's get Doofus back in here, also known under the name of Tom. Well, we raised our position by 2. Anytime you raise your position, you gotta count. Tap yourself on the back. It's a small victory. All right, let's see. Yeah, merch on the souvenir stand. Definitely. So, folks, get a clean race in, please. Loved if in the lobbies it actually gave us where our safety rating went up or down. Oh, Tom in the Italia. Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much, Ronan. So that's who needs to be kicked. Or is that you? I don't want to kick the wrong person here. I'm not seeing any. All right, so let's get over to Fuji. That's what you wanted, right, Super Doofus? We'll go grab that Fuji here. So we'll have all these same ratings, but for Fuji. Ah, good to know. Fuji, Fuji, where are you, Fuji? Fuji, here we go. Full course. Kick it down a lot, because it is a big one. Whew, okay, lots of comments going through here on the left.
Face with tears of joy, not me.
All right, let's get down to business. Everyone's clicking in. Pick your car, get your tires on, make sure your racing softs are still sticking on the car. Mr. Magic Monkey Man making it in over from the British Isles here, over from the world's most famous island. Other than maybe Hawaii. Hawaii is pretty darn famous, but who doesn't know where Britain is? Okay, folks, don't forget to hit that little green check so we can get us started. This is Tom's race. Tom is the man at this race here. So, Super Doofus, I think your car was against the wall the whole race, kind of partially blocking the track. And I think some people thought you're doing that purposely, but I think that's when you got booted from the race. You're just in the wall the whole race. Might have been your car. So, Jay Rizio, don't forget, hit that green check button right here. I don't want to cancel mine, but if it doesn't say cancel, it should say cancel if you're in. So we're just waiting on our 12th and 13th racer. Folks, don't forget, clean racing. Clean racing or la botte. Hey, Sosa! Welcome, my friend. Check out Sosa's channel. Great guy, great racer, great channel. So you get the 3 fine G's from that G. So check out his channel. And let's get Jay Rizio in here and Magic Monkey hitting that thumbs up button. Hot brakes 2333 in here. So we are ready to go. All right, let's get down to business. Pedal to the metal. And if you could put the pedal to the metal on that like button and the subscribe, you will really be helping the channel to grow, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, because when we get to 1,000 subscribers, guess what? I'm probably going to splurge and get a proper racing seat, not this scrapyard seat, which is very comfortable nonetheless, but the wooden frame, lots of flex off the wooden frame. The Thrustmaster deserves better here, the TGT2. Ooh. Not sure where to put the brake balance on this track, but I do know I'm going to need this radar. Go through slow. This is the defensive position, folks. And you see we got through there, no bumps. So that huge advantage just defending lap 1. Not necessarily the best lines. There, again, not the slowest line on lap 1 can give you the fastest and best results. There's Mount Fuji in the background. Okay, if we get to 10,000 subscribers, maybe we can all go to Mount Fuji together with the channel, and I can rent a car and actually hit up this actual track. But for 1,000 subscribers, definitely want to upgrade the rig. And hopefully by next spring we'll be above 1,000 subscribers, bringing in some monies, and would love to bring you all along for the experience of actually getting licensed on a racetrack with my Porsche 911. But the channel has to be making some proper funds for that to happen, because the licensing is expensive. And in Canada, I don't think I can get insurance on the car. Wife worked in insurances and couldn't find me anything on a racetrack. So if I'm taking my own car, the Porsche 911, a lot will be on the line. So the channel needs to be monetized and making money. And hopefully, if ever we were to bump another car and it's, you know, a $200,000 Ferrari, that we don't have to pay out of pocket for their damages. We'll have to see what the responsibilities on the racetrack are. I'd want to share that all with you. But on my other channel, we have taken people off-roading in our Bronco. Actually, while a coworker was driving my Bronco, he almost drove off of it wasn't really a track, it was just off-road in a gravel pit. Almost drove off what would have been a 5 or 6 foot straight drop, leading to the whole front end being totaled. So, definitely been situations where I can see that it can get very expensive really quick. Now that's over on Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. I've personally owned over 80 vehicles in my life thus far, and right now we had 5, now we're down to 4. A Porsche 911, 2017 GT350, Shelby GT350 with a flat plane crank V8 like the 458 Italia. Both have a flat plane crank. V8 makes for a very high revving V8. It's a very rare engine type, usually only found in race cars and just a handful of street legal vehicles. The Corvette ZR1 goes for a flat plane crank. It's kind of like the icing on top of a sundae with the cherry. So here we are, we're in 4th, we're 1 second behind of Catton. The Catton is a very fast driver. Last lap he was 3-4 seconds per lap higher. And Super Doofus with the fastest time on the track. Way to go, buddy. Super Doofus making it on the fastest lap. Oh no, Super Doofus having a little accident there, and we were watching the action ahead, so we actually went off track. Always been slow through that section, really got to work on it. But one thing I love about sim racing is it teaches persistence, discipline, the importance of persistence over talent. Just got to be persistent and consistent. Missed the track limits. That's going to cost us probably 2 positions. So he's got quite a bit of speed on us, so we're going to try to let him by here. Oh, we had to pay off the penalty anyways. We just hoped he had a little benefit from Lutz here and his slipstream. And he's too far ahead to be benefiting from slipstream at this point. Final lap. Starting final lap in 5th. Let's see how this shakes out. Oh, Jay Rizzio now having the fastest lap time with a 1:40.7. Great job, Jay Rizzio. From the outside to the inside, we can use the full track because no one's but close behind us. Now, if we had someone really close, we'd defend. We would have gone on the inside of the apex there. Still watching the radar, no one behind, so I know for the next turn we can use up the full track. So let's go from the complete outside here to the complete inside. Risking time penalty for going off track there. Need to keep 2 tires on the track at all times. Gotta remember, slow and smooth is actually fast. Do not want to be drifting around and sliding around all these corners if we're pushing it too hard. And we picked up a 5th, not too bad. Got Power Bands, Cotton, and JCCR Super Doofus for the top 1st, 2nd, and 3rd position. Lutz, an E-Racer, who I think maybe mostly plays lobbies. Doesn't go so much online because he's definitely not an E-Speed racer. And the top finest drivers have probably had a little issues with the bumping, or they actually often A or B drivers when they come to these lobbies likes putting themselves in last, and the fun and joy of passing and zigzagging between everyone as they climb the grid. They've gotten for podium positions so many times that they're more about the racecraft and the joy of passing people. Champagne is for the podium. JCCR Ronan saying, merch at the souvenir stand. Right on. Well done. Good race, guys. There we go. All right, so let's now hit up a different race. That was a great job. We're not going anywhere. We still got a few races left in us. We'll go to load settings, so it's nice, fast, and easy. And why don't we hit up Maguire or Daytona? Super Doofus, let me know, or chat community, let me know here. Do we want Maguire or Daytona for the race? Maybe Sosa's going to let us know what he wants here. Well, I'll put Maguire on for a quick moment. We haven't done Maguire in a while. Maybe Daytona after. 4 laps. Let's just make sure penalties are on. BOP is on. Car collisions on. Yes, car penalties. Fantastic. So glad you guys made it in. This is a fantastic way to start off a wonderful Saturday. Super Doofus, congratulations for being the #1. You got the little king crown here. Everyone, the top 3 on the channel get a nice little crown. That's pretty cool. That's new. I like that. It's based on your XP points. So Sup Racer as #3 and Monty Swingwell as the #2 chatter. PD Snow up in 5th. Right on, guys. Loving it. Sosa, you lost power. It happens, man. I was trying to run a lobby, what was it, last Saturday, and I lost power for half an hour or 45 minutes. That was not fun. So we're set to 2,932 pounds. They add weight to this 911. Don't forget, folks, if you're watching live, do catch our lives. And if you're not catching them live, make sure you turn live chat on, because we have a lot of ABC drivers. That's their driver rating speed. Some very fast drivers come in and give great advice. So you want to catch that, because every week I get 2 to 5 seconds faster per lap based on what gets mentioned, the car chat, not just car chat, but the racetrack chat that goes down in the live chat. We've got the JCCR Racing Pit Crew, as I call them, and they're incredible at making us faster and faster. Let's throw these e-drivers at the top here. So the goal is going to be to pass these top drivers. Catton, I'm sorry, you're unbelievably fast. So bottom, Super Doofus, you're a D racer, so I'm going to put you up in the middle, because I know you're actually a B or C racer depending on the track. Let's apply, see what that did here. And we've got YT Hot at the bottom. Yeah, Dev has helped me out a lot at getting faster. It's fantastic. So we got MGB and Ronan at the top. They're very quick. Sorry, buddy. Gonna put you down a little more towards the bottom here, because you're fast. Ronan, I'm sorry. You're very, very fast. So got to put the fast ones at the bottom. And Power Bands, you're quick as well. Absolutely, Mr. Knight Rider Jim. Great point. Lutz should be at the top there. Let's get Lutz near. And let's see, we got Sammy here as an E driver. D Husi. Get Husi and Sammy near the top. Hot brakes, thank you. So let's move up hot brakes here. Thank you for the help there. Great, I think that's not too bad. Not too bad. There, A drivers, A and B drivers more at the bottom. Mostly E or, okay, P Burrito though, he's pretty top, so let's put him at the back. He's a B driver. Here we go, let's start up the race, folks. Make sure you've got your soft tires on, and let's get to racing. Let's put the pedal to the metal. And if you haven't already done so, put the pedal to the metal on that like button and subscribe as we get into some more educational racing. Got the controller in the hand because it's just a little easier to get up and running the brake balance. Now for this track, I don't know. The 911, it's been serving me well. I know a lot of people run brake balance towards the rear, but with this rear engine car, I find that we can run -2, -3, and it's still very good and safe. 911, certainly not as fast in first gear takeoff as the Ferrari 458. So we're going to try to, can we defend? We got someone right on our left. Oof. Made it through safely. Wow, turn one. Not a nightmare, because we went into the defensive position and we've got some great drivers around us. Not so much maybe the one on the left. That was a hard hit. Keaton. Oh, nice pass by Jay Rizzo. Wow, what a quality pass there. That is how you drive. Jay Rizzo, great job with the driving there. Oh, that looks like that was my turn right there. Not having been in the kerfuffle of all those cars, I was able to get down to business and just fly, get on the pedal real early. It is a tight pack. Oh, I took that all wrong and probably stressed out that poor gold 911. Because I hit the brakes when I should not have. It should have been all throttle. My muscle memory is not top on this track, and actually my memory on the track is so-so. Just a little sketchy. Gonna defend the line here, go really on the inside. Avoid collision. Now, if I didn't have the radar, I would have flown into the car beside us. Pretty interesting race, lap 2, and we're still all mixed up together. So, still using defensive lines, got a little push there, got to send us off track. Very interesting racing, what to do when it is this crowded. Let him go by so that I can have the space to drive. Oh, nice pass, MGB. Very solid passing. Yeah, he's going also for the inside line. not ready, not in a defensive position here, but plenty of space on this section of the track. Oh no! Oof, had to let go of the throttle to avoid a collision there. Go battling it out because well, interesting, the back-to-pack is not weak the way it often is in D-class racing, even C-class racing. Usually the back-to-pack in C-class racing is weak because they crash each other out. Ooh, missed the apex by a mile. But so did everyone else in front of us, so we all took it all wrong. Let's correct that and get it just right here. Coming through, thank you for not hitting me, Husi. Great pass, good, clean, solid racing. That's why I love these YouTuber versus subscriber races. They're clean, they're fun, they're exciting, lots of back and forth, and it's tons of back and forth because we're not just, you know, playing Mario Kart. It's not just smash and crash. It's actual racecraft. For the most part. Just the occasional smash and crash, but not so much. Been full throttle through there, but I want to avoid a collision. Oh, and there we got a little bit of a quick little bump. Little advantage off the slipstream here. Oh, trying to hold it together, trying to avoid a crash. There we go, we get the apex moving back on the throttle so much more quickly. And back at it with Husi, Subcribers in the back. This is going to be a very interesting final lap. Oh, Subcribers going so quick. Good job, Subcribers. Take it. Oh, I let off the throttle. I was didn't want the collision, but I guess he also didn't want the collision, so we both laid off the throttle. And now it's we got pushed. We got passed quite a bit. Interesting. We were both too cautious there. Oh no, you made the jump. Oh, that happened, Subcribers. Last night I took I think it was last night, I took a major jump off the apex. Now I saw you coming in quick, so I laid on the brakes to let you just fly by, but I guess you're probably in midair at that point. Alright, so picked up 11th. Can't help it. A lot of good races on the track there. All right, let's get into our last race of the day.
That was amazing.
That Super Doofus, that was a fun race. That was a lot of back and forth. Sorry, I gave you a. We traded paint there in a turn. I think I lightly touched you, but you regained traction. You did a great job there. Let's hit up Daytona with heavy damage. 5 laps over at Daytona. Make sure BOP is applied. It is, so let's get going. Always fun and tempting to drive an American vehicle here, either the Mustang, the Viper, or the Ford GT. Power bands, take care. I understand that you GTG got to go. Have a great one. Thank you so much for making it in, Power bands. Well done, mate. Let's see here. If we go to car, change car. What type of cars do we have available here? Yes, we've got the Viper. Let's jump in the Viper. It's got the JCCR. I won't be as quick though. It's going to be faster on the straightaways, but I won't be as quick because of, well, consistency. Let's buy the soft tires for this. And oddly, yeah, they won't be on the car. Bought but not installed. Price does not, at $38,000, it doesn't include installation. Nice, nice, GTR, good choice. Ooh, P Burrito, the Austin Martin, classy. Kamikaze here with his gold 911, very cool. Very, very cool livery. We've got our JCCR livery here, looking amazing, with the green wheels. Sorry, that's Ronin. Fantastic. I love how you gave a nice little slight modification to the team livery. So cool. That way we know it's you. I'm red wheels, you're green wheels. We're all trying to be Hot Wheels here. Super Doofus in his amazing Ferrari. Love the team. Thank you so much, guys. Catton, don't want to do the race without you. Come on, guys. Let's hit that check mark. Pick your car, pick your tires, and let's get down to business. Let's just say let's have a clean race. Damage is high. High. Oops. Samage. No, we don't want high samage. It's high damage. So, no smashy. There we go. High damage, so no smashy. I've got to take a human pit break. All this water must have had something to do with it. Let's eat the ginger. I'll be right back, folks. Winston has said hi. Let's get down to some actual racing here. Reminder, high damage, so no smashy smashy. Cotton, let's get it done. Let's get down. Tyler, here, change grid order. Let's get Tyler at the bottom. A+, wow. Incredible. So you get the joy of passing everybody. And let's see who else here. Well, it's pretty good. We got all the B's. Let's get the E up to the top here. Sammy Salami. All right, let's get the gloves on. Let's get down to business. JCCR Johnny, and that's me, and JCCR Ronan, rocking the same car with different wheels. Love it. We've got the team livery. If you want to be part of the team and you will do your best to be a clean racer, join the team then. Download the livery, block out the little YouTube on the back and the livery editor, and throw your name on the back of the car. Okay, there's no false grid check there. So the Viper is a short shifting vehicle. Oh, we got pushed off the track here. So that'll bring us to the back of the pack. Oh, not much room. Lots of crowding here. Go real wide here. Avoid an accident with Super Doofus to our right. This is a small track for 16 racers starting off grid start. So this is a good track actually to start with a rolling start. Otherwise, some cars really get punted around. The Viper's pretty solid. Here we go, Super Doofus. Let's do a bump draft here. I'll give you a little push, and let's both fly down the track. Hold her steady. Try to follow the line, yellow line without crossing it. Here, if we cross it though, we're A-okay. Ooh, big penalty on that car. Wow. He must have performed some serious crimes there. We are not in a defensive position, but the 911 beside us displaying some gentleman driving, some real racecraft. Or is that, who's that? That's Jay Rizio, all right. I'm not surprised. Jay Rizio, just like last week. Oh, into the grass, but we make it back, do we? Oh, no, we caught a little bit of grass, so we'll have to really lay off the throttle there. Throttle down in the grass, we will spin our rate out. Alright, let's try to get behind Catton here. Get a little slipstream advantage. Quick through the little S-turns there. Alright, so the gold Lamborghini or green Lamborghini is off the track. And it's back to Jay Rizio and I again. Full throttle through here, gotta remember that section. Oh! Last minute braking. Try to get the slipstream off here from Jay Rizio. Maybe have a chance of passing that gold Kamikaze in the gold 911. Oh, and Jay Rizio giving us the nice little mushroom boost. Oh, I think I threw off the car behind us with a very odd line that I took through there. So I heard him slam on the brakes, or he just came in maybe hot and heavy. There we go, getting through this section quick enough. This V10, Viper V10 wasn't just used in the Viper, but was adopted by several other companies trying to make supercars. V10 is pretty impressive. It's very impressive. A little too far off to get the slipstream off of Kamikaze, but the Viper is a top car for these high-speed straightaways. But it is a low shifting vehicle. You gotta shift it relatively low on the RPM gauge, except for fifth. Fifth, I believe we rev out to about 153, 154 miles per hour. Daytona. I was down in Daytona before the daughter was born with the Bronco. Should have seen if I could drive the Bronco on the Daytona racetrack. It would have been kind of weird with its big off-road 35-inch tires. Not quite fitting. I certainly wouldn't put the mileage on the Shelby GT350 to get down to Daytona, and not very much of a family-friendly travel car. Certainly wouldn't have handled that rainstorm. Jay Rizio, I think, getting in a position to give me a mushroom boost on a straightaway when we're in a bump draft together. Often in these streams, he helps propel me forward. Upshift to get that spinning under control. Here we go, we're doing a thing. We're gonna finish fifth. Pretty good from flying back up from, I think we're, what, 10th at the beginning of the race. Great passing, Jay Rizzo. Or Ronan. Yes, it's Ronan. Missed my shift there. That's going to cost us. Oh, it's hot brakes. YouTube hot brakes 233. Yeah, there we go. There's Ronan giving us a little boost. Oh, and I think he just boosted us to the finish line. Oh, will we take it? It's going to be close. Oh, my goodness. What a finish to a race. Ronan giving us the boost, and we needed a half second, and we would have had that. Ronan, thank you so much for the help there, brother. He could have passed us, but the boost he gave us, that was a hard one. He could have easily passed us. Probably passed hot break, but instead he said, you know what, I'm going to shake and bake with my brother here, my fellow teammate, and we just went boom, shake and baked it, but we needed just about maybe 100 feet. If that finish line was 100 feet further, we were passing. So that was fantastic. Well, Super Doofus, let's do this one last time. We got a clean race bonus. We're picking up dollars. Last race of the day. Everyone's ready. Everyone is here. Let's start the race, and let's do that over again. Last race of the day. Then I am out, and it is family for the rest of the day. Running over to my brother's place for a niece's birthday. Got to get the daughter ready. Yes, at 1.5 years old, she's not getting herself dressed yet or packing her own bags. Okay, doggos, last race. Oh, we're racing with hot brakes again. This will be interesting. And I'm surprised. We got a really good takeoff there. Oh, almost collided with hot brakes there. Oh, Super Doofus. Oh, no. So Super Doofus was not part of the beginning of the race here. Oh, and I'm texting and driving, and almost, yeah, slight collision. Hot brakes. I'm sorry. I made a collision there. That pushed you. You stayed on the track. Good on you, mate. But sorry for that little collision. I was texting and driving. Well, I was reading the text coming in on the side of the screen. My bad. I look like one of those hosts who does everything he can to win, including all the dirty stuff, but no, that was not a deliberate hit. Not used to these early shifts. The 911, my number one racing car, followed by the occasional 458 ride. Used to really shifting out the car much later. Nailed the shifts there that time. Follow the tire marks. Nice little easy trick to know where to go. And you see that there's a lot of tire marks there because people are hard on the throttle and actually maybe spinning a little tire as they come off that turn, that near the end of that turn. Oh, missed the apex by 1/8 of a mile there. Not great, so we know the car behind us is saying what's going on, so he gave us a little mushroom boost. And that was not the right line through there, but this Tyler is a faster driver, so let's give him the mushroom boost this time and let's fly down the track together. Gonna go for the defensive position. Smart. But we got a bit of a lot of crowding here. It's Hot Brakes. Hot Brakes is back. Great job holding it together, mate. Wow. And that's after I gave you that little push when we were both going for the inside. So great work. And he's gone from there he is, he's on our side. Let's give him space. Woo, he is on us. My goodness, Hot Brakes, you're doing great. Great job following us that close without missing a brake spot. Very slow back on the throttle there. Tyler gaining some space on us. .147.3 is the top lap time. We are at 148.7, so 1.5 seconds off. Oh, Super Doofus gonna spectate. Super Doofus, thank you for not forgetting your beautiful 458 Italia in the middle of the racetrack, causing us all issues. Oh, and we've been punted. Oh, we got punted hard. Hot Brakes punting us to the back of the pack. So from 2nd into 10th. Hey, Kamikaze. Kamikaze's pretty fast. I think he probably got punted back here as well. Oh, his brakes were too hot. Oh, interesting. Very cool, Super Doofus. Super Doofus is now in an amazing position because he can spectate and go back and see why accidents happen. Oh my goodness, okay, yeah. I ignored the track lines there. Ignoring the track limit, huge penalty. So I think I just picked up a 16th. I'll go see what's going on at the back of the pack in just a moment. Huge fan of Viper on this track. Yeah, I got cooked to the back from 2nd to 10th. 11th is just because we, I guess, fought for the apex there and I got pushed out of the way. That happens. I should have been defending the apex instead of trying to go for the ideal line. This one's gonna hurt here. Tyler's flying with the 147. Flat. Good job, Tyler. And here we go. Time to take a very long cold shower. So I guess we had some dropouts because we had 16 racers and now down to 11. The more laps you have, the more people will drop out as time progresses. Not the right way to go through that turn, that's for sure. Here we go, let's get the brake points correct. So at the 1 to the right of us. With brake balance at +4. That means the front wheels under braking are still going to rotate. So they're going to barely get any braking. So basically, when your brake calipers are being squeezed, the front tires, if they're being squeezed hard, those calipers, you don't get any tire rotation. With no tire rotation, you don't get any steering out of the front wheels. So we can steer under braking, so we're at +4 on the brake balance, freeing up the front brakes. Less braking, but freeing up those front brakes. 4, steering while turning. No track limits ignored this time. So last, but we picked up, we got punted from second, and we picked up 6.5 seconds of penalty. So good learning experience for next time. And maybe I am on hard, so I'll see what tires I was racing with. Last lap was a wee bit slow. All right, let's see. Tires. Well, I was on the soft, so I'm not sure why someone keeps asking Adamski why on hards 1 again. Could have been on the tires of your choice, friend. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all more cars and more power. I hope you get to put the pedal to the metal in a car that you love sometime real soon. Blessed to have you along for the ride, folks. Thank you so much. P Burrito, I'm going to suggest you try to find Philness GT, his lobby, because I am out for the day. I'm going to say thank you so much, everyone. Good afternoon. Nice meeting the new ones, and good to see the old ones again. So, good luck to everyone. Sorry, I'll say see you again, and thank you. Take care, folks. Until next time, Godspeed.